Hello everyone, welcome back to the Fletcher Farms YouTube channel. This is going to be the beginning of a new series. This is something I've wanted to do for a very long time, but I haven't got around to it. But this is International Harvester versus John Deere. Now, I do love my International Harvester equipment. You know, I'm sitting on my International 966 as we speak of this, and I'm more of an international fellow, but that's not gonna mess up this series. You're gonna call it, I'm gonna give the lay person a view and description from front to back on these tractors. The tractors that I will be comparing is an International 966 and a John Deere 4630. Now, the series will probably go on for a little while because the 4630 is currently tore apart, which in some scenarios is going to help us explain the inside of the tractor. But when I go to explain the operator, the operator stand of both of these tractors, that one's going to have to be put back together so I can give you a view of how to operate the equipment and which one is potentially easier to run. So, I'm going to go over these tractors from front to back. Every detail that I know of, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to show you the good and the bad, and both of these tractors have some weird things about them. Now, you're probably wondering, well, you idiot, you're comparing two tractors that's not even right there at horsepower range. Well, you're right. But a 1466 would be pretty close to a 4630 John Deere. And the International 966 is pretty far away from that in horsepower range. But as far as the tractor itself is built about the same. And the only difference in the 1466 is it would probably have wheel weights on it, standard from the factory. It would probably have a two-post canopy on it. It would probably have a some more weights on the front than this one has. It would probably have two hydraulic remotes, and it would have a bigger engine, of course. But the transmission, clutch, body of the tractor is right down to basically the same. So, now, again, I'm going to discuss these tractors from front to back. No detail will be left out. Now, I'm going to refer, I'm not just going to discuss these two tractors. I'm going to discuss probably the 30 and the 40 series John Deere's, possibly the 50 series John Deere's, and then the 56, 66, and 86 series Internationals. This is going to be about the medium horsepower range tractors. A 30 series John Deere compared to a 66 series International, but I'm going to compare multiple series around this same size from both manufacturers. And I might go back later and do a review on the smaller tractors, but I do not have a smaller John Deere to compare with our small International, so it would be unfair. So, without further ado, I guess that's going to do it for this video. This is just going to be the, come on idiot, spit it out, the beginning of this series. Yeah, it's going to do it. I'm not going to discuss anything other than what we just did in this video. This will just be the first video in the series, and then there'll be part 1 after this. It'll just take off, and there'll be how many videos that we need to discuss these tractors. Now, I'm going to go ahead and warn you people that all the John Deere lovers out there that's going to criticize the International and all this crap in there, I don't mind you sharing your opinions in the comments and everything. And I don't, same thing. If an International lover is not going to criticize a John Deere in the comments, now they can talk about things and they can say which one they prefer and blah 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 blah. But there will be no nasty words or cussing used in the comments. The last video I've seen on YouTube of somebody even talking about International versus John Deere, people was down in the comments cussing and raising sand. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So, if you do that in the comments, I will either block your comment, I'm going to delete it, and if it gets too out of hand, I'll turn the comments off. I don't care what you have to say. I mean, you're not going to go down and be mean in the comments now. If you're, now, if you want to just bring something up that I missed or something like that, that's perfectly fine. You can say which one you prefer. You can name off things in the comments just like I did, but there will be no dumb, nasty words used. So, I thank all y'all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.